ìjọsìn pátápátá. ẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ wá gbé wò ẹ jẹ́ wò ẹ jọ́ wò ẹ tọ́ wò jọ́. ẹ ó gbà kọ́ga ni mástà. kí lẹ tún dúró ṣe náà. ẹ má ṣe tàbí ṣùgbọ́n o. ẹ máa bọ̀ wá sílé iṣẹ́ wa. gbàǹgbà la wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ títì. ilé funfun pẹ̀lú àwọ̀ búlù. West Broadcasting House ní Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ìbàdàn Ọ̀yọ́ State Nàìjíríà. ẹ̀lú 07066165053 tàbí 08035093394 West Radio 89.3 FM. Ọlọ́run gbọ́ gbogbo ń tẹ́ fẹ́ ojú kan ló wà.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Hey there! Want to stay connected to your favorite radio station? Follow us on social media for the latest updates, entertaining wholesome content, and behind-the-scene peaks. We're on Instagram at Wells Radio 893, Facebook Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, X Wells Radio 893. Follow our WhatsApp channel Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Get a scoop on upcoming shows, giveaways, and events. Also get to interact with your favorite presenters and share your thoughts on our posts and stories. Join the conversation and stay tuned into Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Tired of listening to the same old content? Tune in to Wells Radio 89.3 FM. The only radio other radio stations listen to.
The time is 4 p.m. from Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Gẹ́gẹ́ láago mẹ́rin ìrọ̀lẹ́ lù láti ìkànnì kànga agbọ́nmágbẹ̀ 89.3 FM.
Ribi nice àti kéwàá araba mi.
You wanna live long, you wanna stay strong. You wanna live long and stay strong.
Ọlọ́run ọba tí mo
Ogun bílẹ̀ afúnni ni wọ́n sọ, olóyún abẹ́rẹ́, láì ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ́, ewé ń jẹ́, ogun jẹ́. Má ṣe lògùn without doctor's prescription. Mo ń tẹnumọ́, call on doctor's attention if you need solution. Mo ń tẹnumọ́. Too much is given, much is expected. Ìlera lọ́rọ̀, ìlera lọ́rọ̀. Live long and stay strong. Live long and stay strong.
ìwọ sátidé aláboyún ẹ múra o. Túbọ̀ bó bá ṣe bí ẹni bá rẹ̀ àbíkọ́jú máa ṣú. Aláboyún oníbòmí náà tó lé lọ kọjá ọsibítù. Orí pélé ra lọ́rọ̀ o. Àgbo ṣe dáadáa bá aláboyún ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má ṣe ṣe ìwọ sọ sílẹ̀ o. Ẹ ò gbọ́dọ̀ dọ́kun o. Láìsàn ṣe dọ́kun o.
Live long and stay strong. Live long and stay strong. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ẹ̀fọn tó gbòòrò àtún lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó rẹ̀rọ. Kẹ́kùn lè gbà kó sàfún tókò. Cleanliness is essential. Immortalize your potential. Understand of times and your initial.
Mọ́tótó borí àrùn mọ́lẹ̀, àṣẹ ní ká ṣe lọ́jú, àyíká aláboyún máa ń bá. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ aláboyún ẹ̀ fọwọ́ wọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣètọ́jú àyíká aláboyún.
You wanna live long and stay strong. Live long and stay strong. Live
nice àti kéwàá arábà mi bí.
You wanna live long, you wanna stay strong. You wanna live long and stay strong.
Globally, at least 2.2 billion people have a near or distant vision impairment. In at least 1 billion of these, vision impairment could have been prevented or is yet to be addressed. The leading cause of vision impairment and blindness at a global level are refractive errors and cataracts. It is estimated that globally only 36% of people with a distance vision impairment are due to refractive error, and only 17% of people with vision impairment due to cataract have received access to an appropriate intervention. Let me also inform you that a vision impairment poses an enormous global financial burden, with the annual global cost of productivity estimated to be $411 billion US. Do you know that vision loss can affect people of all ages? However, most people with vision impairment and blindness are over the age of 50 years. Maybe that was then. Now it's at the other end, according to research. Welcome to Radio Clinic on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio and your number one family radio. I am Kemisola Williams. Today we are dealing with common causes of eye disease. Yes, we've been on this topic since last week. Even that's 2 weeks ago. This will be the third week we are discussing about eyes issue, eyes disease, what you should do. Last week we dealt with glaucoma, and we have our expert in the house again who is here to help us shed more light. Today, a lot of things happened on the show last week, and she was able to affirm that the eyes issue can be from other causes, from other health ailments, and sometimes we feel like comin is just the eyes, not knowing that it's because something is wrong in the part of the body, and it's now leading to another issue when it comes to the eyes. The body system are just connected in one way or the other. So just like last week when she was talking about diabetes, she gave a lot of things, how diabetes can journey from wherever it's starting from your body and journey to your eyes. And it was a lot of revelation last week, seriously, because I could remember I was just like, seriously. And that is why we thought about it, and I could remember I announced it last week on Radio Clinic that this week we will deal with every form of ailment, health issues, sickness that can, bring up, that can lead to another type of issue in your eyes. So it's not a matter of maybe it's just ordinary malaria, or maybe it's just ordinary diabetes, and you just want to leave it like that. Please don't do that. All right, ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ó ti tó àkókò kí a fìdílé nǹkan, kí a pe bàbá àti ìyá, ẹ̀gbọ́n àtàbúrò bí mo ṣe máa ń sọ. A ti wà lórí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ Radio Clinic lórí ìkànnì Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio, níbi tí a ti máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera. Ẹ mọ̀ wípé rédíò wa ń bí Wells Radio 89.3 FM ọ̀rọ̀ ẹbí ni, òun ni ó ká wa lára jù. Bí bàbá ṣe máa ṣàṣeyọrí, tí ìyá náà ti lè máa tò, tí ìyá náà ṣàṣeyọrí, tí gbogbo nǹkan tó máa wà déédéé, tí ọmọ gan tó jẹ́ wípé perfectly okay. Ọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tí a mú ní àkókò dùn nìyẹn ní òní lórí ètò Radio Clinic tí ẹ bá gbàgbé láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta la ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ojú o ní pé ẹ má máa gbọ́mọ lójú a sọ̀rọ̀ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá a jókòó lórí ọ̀rọ̀ glaucoma yìí tó jẹ́ wípé ó ti ń da common ailment ń sìn ní this part of the world tí a bára wa pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹlòmíì ò mọ̀ nǹkan tó tẹ̀ tún wá yà mí lẹ́nu jù ni pé wọ́n wá sọ wípé glaucoma yìí pé kò kí ń ṣe kò tẹ̀ ní fi àmì kan pàtó wọn àmọ́ a yànnàná àwọn àmì tẹ̀lé máa rí tó lè jẹ́ wípé glaucoma ni glaucoma ò dẹ̀ ní cure o it has no cure but it can be managed so wípé kó má lọ di pé ẹni tí ò tí ì ní má lọ ní ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ní bí ẹ ṣe máa maintain tẹ̀rí wípé ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ojú kó bọ́ lọ́wọ́ wa òun ni a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tí ó kọjá ní èní láti ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì sẹ́yìn láti ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ojú yìí bí ẹ ṣe lè ṣe kí ojú wa kó má rí lédè wá èní a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn àìsàn téèyàn lè ní tó lè lead sí kí ojú èèyàn kó bẹ̀ sí ní ìyọnu wípé ṣe bí diabetes nìkan ni kíní kan kò kan irọ́ náà tiẹ̀ pa wọ́n ní ká má jọ gẹ̀dẹ̀ ká má jẹ kíní kan ká má oríṣiríṣi lẹ́sìn wọn máa gbọ́ pé wọ́n tuntun bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn dókítà tuntun bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní rárá o àbí bóyá Kemisola tuntun dé o òtútù wa bẹ̀ sí fún wa ní kíní rárá o àwọn expert ni a gbé wá sórí ètò mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé fáwọn tó darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá wọ́n gbọ́ dáadáa èmi gan ìyàlẹ́nu dé bá mi nígbà tí àlejò wa Dr. Maza tó ń jẹ́ wípé ophthalmologist ni wọ́n àwọn tó kàwé gboyè lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ojú tó jẹ́ pé specialist ni wọ́n dẹ̀ tún ṣiṣẹ́ ní specialist eye hospital àwọn ni a gbé wá wọ́n dẹ̀ tuntun wà ń bí pẹ̀lú wa lénìí so mo máa rọ̀ yín ń pé kẹ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká tún mọ̀ èyí mo fẹ́ ṣe àṣekágbá ètò yìí mo dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀ pé a lè má lè ní break tó pọ̀ jù torí àwọn àìsàn tí ngbà tèmi gan tí mo ṣe research mo pé olúwa ṣàánú mi àmọ́ mo wá rí wípé olúwa ṣe tiẹ̀ God will do his own to protect us and we too we need to do our own part pardon me so for you to know your own part and to be able to take care of yourself your home your neighbor family the society and you won't be ignorant that is why we are discussing the common causes of health issues that can lead to eye ailment today on Radio Clinic. So please join me. We are here for you. I have my expert in the house, all thanks to Dr. Maza, seriously, for 3 weeks. I know how busy she is and that she could be and to spare that time for us to discuss and to sensitize us and to ensure that there is a drastic reduction in the rate of eye problems just because we don't know. By the time we resume, you hear more. And I believe it will be a very, very educating time with my guest here today on Radio Clinic after the musical short break.
Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
We do this cause we care. We care for the people. We care for the environment. And we care for the world. Nani, nani, nani. Oh, vanilla, nani. Spread love to your friends and family. Sterling environment to make over. All over the world, be a great example. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ilé, ìmọ́tótó ara. Ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Wọ́n ní kó gbálẹ̀ gbálẹ̀ túlẹ̀ túlẹ̀ fọ́
Welcome back. You're on to Radio Clinic on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. I am Kemisola Williams. I said this earlier before the short breather that we are discussing common causes of common health ailments that can lead to eye disease or eye issue. Just like I said earlier, that sometimes because we don't know, we become a victim of a lot of health issues. I keep wondering, when there is one particular health issue and you're not looking out on that, you're not taking proper steps, you refuse to go to your healthcare provider, to go to experts in the hospital to help you look into what the issue is. Before you know, it begins to multiply. You turn to something else, journeying from what it used to be to something else, and I pray that will not be a portion. But for it not to be a portion, you need to be aware. And that is why you must always make it a date with us on Radio Clinic every Wednesday by 4 p.m. This just bring a thought. Okay, let me quickly announce all these before I have my guest, to educate us on a lot of common health issues that can lead to eye disease. Is that a Radio Clinic time will change from 4 to 5 to 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Starting from January 2026. Please let's note that we will have a change of time by 1 hour behind. So instead of 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., it will now be on air by 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So please register that and let's ensure we stay healthy. My guest today on Radio Clinic is Dr. Maza Muhyiddin Abdullahi. She is a Nigerian ophthalmologist at Maka Specialist Eye Hospital. She has a master's in Health Economics and Public Health. She's passionate about translating medical knowledge into clear, relatable health advice with a focus on high care, wellness, and preventive medicine for African communities. I'm happy to have you here. Good afternoon, ma.
It's a pleasure, actually, for us to be on this journey.
Thank you so much, ma. Yes, we continue from where we stopped last week. We dealt into glaucoma. My guest trashed as they just pierced it out. Pardon me.
I hope our listeners benefited from
Yes. So I got some feedbacks, and I appreciate God that, okay, some people now, they have the information and they won't be a victim of such ailments. Exactly. And for people that have, they have maybe old people at home that they are dealing with that, even not old people alone, at least they know what to do. Exactly. Please get to your healthcare provider as fast as possible whenever you have anything that has to do with eye issue. All right, during my research, I saw a lot of chronic diseases, a lot of conditions, things that can lead to eye problem when it's not properly taken care of, or maybe when it is neglected. And I have a lot to ask you. So ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, a ti padà sí orí ètò àgbẹ̀fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ àwọn àìlera tó jẹ́ wípé téèyàn bá ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí àwọn nǹkan tó lè dà ní ojú wa. Ṣé pé àti ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá, even ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì tó kọjá láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀. So èmi náà èmi gan kàwé. Mo ti rí àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan tí ẹ pé mo rí pé àwọn nǹkan tó common ní àwùjọ wa ni tí mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ expert wa lónìí wípé kí ni àwọn nǹkan yìí, báwo ló ṣe jẹ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wípé ó wá èèyàn ní issue yìí lára, ó wá di wípé ó ti lọ síbi ojú o, ó ti lọ sí ibi tójú wà o, ó ti destroy lens o, ó ti ṣe kinní kan. Gbogbo àwọn kan wọ̀nyẹn ni a ṣe fẹ́ la máa wò lónìí láti lè jẹ́ pé mọ̀ wípé téèyàn bá ti ní àìsàn kan lára, ó lè affect àwọn other part of the body tí èèyàn ò bá fi gbogbo ara tẹ̀ bá kọbi ara sí. Ibi tí màá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní diabetes, retinopathy. Yes, retinopathy. That's it. I will start from there. I think that was where we wrapped up
Yes,
last
we
week, talking about
concentrated so much on
on diabetes. Yes.
So you have gone to the straight to the medical term, diabetic retinopathy,
Yes.
which is a very common thing with people with that. You know, diabetes is common now, especially
Yes.
among elderly people, even young people. I think that is attributed to the change in our diet, to the change in our lifestyle. We're not active as before. Our lifestyle is sedentary. So we're always just eating junk food and staying. There's no really so much movement and exercise in our life. So we have type 2 diabetics spiking, and then the problems that come after it are also spiking. So one of the problems is the eye problem, as you said, retinopathy, which means the nerves of the eye get damaged because of the diabetics, especially if it is not well controlled. Sometimes it's inevitable to have the damage, but it's worse when the person is just not controlling his sugar. So if the sugar is not controlled, it will damage the nerves of the eye, in addition to the nerves in other parts of the body, but the eye is the most sensitive. Then he has high risks of developing glaucoma, like we mentioned last week. And then he has also high risks of developing cataract. It makes cataract to develop faster in diabetic people. So, and then whenever a diabetic person gets an infection, it's always harder to treat than a normal person. So what a normal person will respond to, a diabetic person will not respond to. So that's how we always urge them, even if you are seeing, but if you know that you are diabetic, please come to the hospital for checkup. Please come to make sure that you are okay. And then there are particular preventive measures and injections that are given to diabetic people so that they will not go inside retinopathy. So because that retinopathy is very hard to treat, so we want to catch you before you go into that. So I think a 6-month visit to your eye doctor is not, I don't think anybody is too busy to go for 6 months, and it's advisable at least every 6 months or 3 months. That is the ideal, but then 6 months if you can make it. So that is the first thing.
Now I have to do the
Exactly, I know.
All right, Shigon, thank you so much, Dr. Maza. So what she said, in tí wọ́n sọ ni wípé way of life wa tó bá ti di wípé bí àgbà tí a ṣì wà ní a young age tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn nǹkan tá à ń jẹ ẹ̀mọ̀ junks gbogbo ẹ̀ tí a dẹ̀ fojú sí wípé ó yẹ kí a lọ máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò ojú wa ní oṣù mẹ́fà. That's at least twice, méjì ní ọdún in a year. And okay, but ideally mẹ́ta ló yẹ ká lọ máa, like every 3 months.
Every 3 months, exactly.
I think I got that. Like every 3 months ló yẹ ká máa lọ sí hospital ká lọ sùn ká lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò ojú pé ó dẹ̀ dá wípé ẹni tó bá ní diabetes pé kó tètè lọ sí hospital. The person should go to the hospital kó tó di wípé ó wọ diabetes retinopathy. Because retinopathy yẹn kò ṣe retinopathy kò ṣe kò kí n ṣe ń treat like wọ́n máa manage ẹ̀ lọ, but kó tó di wípé ó dá bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ẹnìyẹn kó tètè lọ sí hospital kó lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò ojú ẹ̀ kó tó di pé ó wọ diabetes retinopathy. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ wípé àwọn pé bá ṣe máa ń jẹ ṣúgà wípé bó ṣe máa affect náà tó máa bẹ̀ sí di ọ̀rọ̀ diabetes wípé the same thing náà ni ó máa ń lọ síbi ojú. The sugar will go to the eyes and it will affect the organs of the eyes. So máa affect the organ tó wà ní ojú. Ó dẹ̀ máa bẹ̀ sí cause issue. In short, wọ́n ló lè dá blindness, vision loss.
Yes,
kéèyàn má rí iná. Ẹ má bínú ibi tí mo. All right, we move ahead and we have high blood pressure. You know, this issue of diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol.
Yes.
You know, all these things are just common. Liver disease, thyroid disease, sickle cell disorders.
Yes.
You know, a lot of things, viruses, bacteria, fungi, and we have measles and Lyme disease.
Yes.
Also, migraines as well.
Yes.
And Parkinson's disease. So ẹ má worry, gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa bá yín tú tí mo kọ sílẹ̀ tèmi gan ṣe wádìí pé our experts wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ bá wa yànnàná ẹ̀. Now we go to the next one, which is high blood pressure.
Yeah.
What's the relationship between high blood pressure and the eyes? How can it lead to issues in our eyes.
Yes, so high blood pressure is very common, and it will shock you to know that not a lot of people know that it can affect the eye actually.
Yeah.
Yes, so it has series of eye problems that it can cause, and it causes them at the back of the eye. The back of the eye is the sensitive part that connects to the brain. It has all the nerves and all the important blood vessels. So it causes damages at that part. It can be bleeding, it can be destruction of the blood vessels, it can be different things. So by that damage, then it can render somebody blind, like, so we say God forbid, because of that. So, and then when it's poorly controlled, it's worse. Some people don't know that they have hypertension till they come to the hospital. Doctor, I cannot see. You cannot see because your blood pressure is very high. No, I don't have blood pressure, so it goes this way. So sometimes the first symptom is blood vision. I cannot see properly. That means something is wrong with the BP. But people find it very hard to understand that they are interwoven, and this body is just one. One thing affects the other. And then we ophthalmologists always pride that the eye is the window that we see the whole body. Yes. So we pride in that, and we say that it's a very important thing because we can determine. So the hypertension affects the back of the eye and then causes damage. And some of the symptoms that your BP is high, and people that are diabetic can affirm that they start seeing blurry or it's not clear. So it can cause permanent damage and blindness. So if you are hypertensive, even if you are seeing, you should please visit the eye doctor for checkup to make sure that it has not affected.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ni ẹ ti gbọ́ láti ọ̀dọ̀ àlejò wa. Ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ Radio Clinic láti ìkànnì Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Àlejò wa ní orí ètò lónìí tán dẹ̀ ti ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ti ìlera ojú tó jẹ́ wípé a ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa oríṣiríṣi nǹkan. Àwọn ni Dr. Maza Muideen Abdullahi tó jẹ́ wípé ophthalmologist ni wọ́n ní hospital Marker Specialist Eye Hospital. Ìgbà bíbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ní masters nínú Health Economics and Public Health, and wọ́n wà passionate, wọ́n fẹ́ràn ọ̀rọ̀ translating medical knowledge into clear, relatable health advice. Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ focus lórí eye care, wellness and preventive medicine for Africa community. Nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe sọ̀tọ̀ ni wípé fún àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé high blood pressure ó ń bá wọn fíra, ó tó jẹ́ wípé bóyá wọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn náà wọ́n try to manage high blood pressure, wípé kí ẹ má fi ọwọ́ kékeré mu, kí ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ dókítà yín, ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn ophthalmologist tó jẹ́ wípé tẹ́ bá dé hospital wọ́n máa sọ fún wa ní ilé ìwòsàn, wọ́n á sọ fún wa pé okay, àwọn tó jẹ́ ophthalmologist lélẹ̀ bíi ti Dr. Maza wípé kí á bẹ̀ sí ń ṣe àyẹ̀wò, ẹlòmíà lòun ríran dáadáa, wípé àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wípé tí nǹkan bá ti ṣe ẹ̀yà ara wa kan ó máa bẹ̀ sí ń rìn láti ibì kan sí ìkejì tí a bá ti mójútó irú àìsàn náà. So gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá in short ó máa tún nígbà tí èmi gan tẹ̀ tún wá ń ṣàyẹ̀wò wọ́n ní wípé high blood pressure increases glaucoma.
Yes, it does. Also, it increases the risk of glaucoma.
Yes.
And it also increases the risk of bleeding at the back of the eye, which we call central CR. Yes.
Wow.
So, yeah, and it causes hypertensive retinopathy. So, it's a lot of things that it can destroy the eye on different levels.
So, ẹjọ́ yín tí ẹ wá jẹ́ wípé ẹ wà nínú àwọn category yẹn, diabetes, retinopathy, high blood pressure, ẹjọ́ abẹ́ni tó bá ní diabetes ẹ tètè lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn so that wọ́n á lè bá wa reduce ẹ̀. Eléyìí tó bá pò ṣe cure wọ́n á sọ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe, eléyìí tó bá ṣe cure báwo lẹ ṣe lè manage ẹ̀ kó tó di wípé ó dé ojú wa débi tó di wípé ilé bẹ̀ sí ń relé dé èèyàn. Nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣàlàyé nìyẹn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ high blood pressure àti eléyìí tá a ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ lórí diabetes. Eléyìí tí a tún wá fẹ́ ṣàlàyé ń sìn òun ni high cholesterol. We are discussing high cholesterol now.
Yes.
You know, so I was wondering when I was reading, like, what does that have to do with the relationship or should I say the negative effect of high cholesterol. I thought it just makes people fat.
Yes, so that's why health is one thing that is overall for the body. Cholesterol can have effect on the eye, on the blood vessels of the eye, and then it can also manifest as another thing if some people have it familiar. So it you see it even on top of the eye, like it's visible at the lash line. You look at somebody and there's something yellow like discharge. So that is the cholesterol deposit, and we have the medical name for it, which would be too strong to say it here.
No,
But then, so we call it Alzheimer's, and then it's one of the, it can be hereditary, and it can be because you have high cholesterol level, and it can affect the vision. So some people come and then they are having vision problem, and you can see it deposited there in the eye, because the eye is a very fine structure. So with our special machines, we can actually notice that there's cholesterol, and it needs to be treated systemic.
Okay, before you move ahead,
Yes, ma'am.
this issue of high cholesterol,
Yes, ma'am.
people don't really know what leads to it.
Yes.
And they feel like, okay, let's know. I've heard about maybe palm oil, too much of palm oil, maybe
Yes.
granite oil, things like that. But I want us to educate us, sensitize us about what are the things that can lead to the accumulation, addition or increase of cholesterol in human health.
Okay, some people, it's just that their body cannot process cholesterol properly.
So cholesterol in
layman language is fat.
Thank you.
So not really vegetable, it's more of this fat that we eat that are not digestible. We call them high HD. There is LDL and HDL. The fat is two types. There's the one that's high density and the one that's low density. So
sorry.
So this is a lot of topic to dive in, but let me just keep it superficial for the layman. Is eating fat in excess of your need. Everything is excess. It's a problem.
Yes.
So normally our body is able to process it, but some people, their body is not able to process it, or if they have eaten in too much excess. So people that are diabetic always usually have cholesterol problems. People that are hypertensive too can have it. Some people have it for no reason. It's just that their body cannot process
the
it
level of
properly.
fat
Exactly, in their
system.
body. So some people, it's not because they're eating anything, but then it all comes back to eating healthy lifestyle and then moving. Because if you are living a healthy lifestyle, there's no way you will have high cholesterol.
All right. I'm sorry I want to ask
Yes.
this question. It's more close to maybe from a nutrition aspect.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the meals that people can engage in? Different people with different favorites. For me, I like rice and beans, so I can take it morning, afternoon, night.
Wow.
And I don't know if taking it like that, maybe it can, amount to a level of health ailments, or maybe health issue. So what are the kind of food that do you want, or do you think, or as an expert, that can lead to high cholesterol? Before we continue, I want to trash it down.
Yes,
for people
yes.
to be able
So
to.
it is us putting excess of what we need, so that I can put it in a layman. So when we make a stew or soup, the oil has to be floating on top, and that's when we know that the stew is a very good one. But then it is excess, and then they are all saturated fats that our body find very hard to break. They are unsaturated fat, and we can go into a whole day talking about them, but then saturated fat are fats that the one that we find on animals, they come in meat and all these things, and we want it to have a lot of oil. So everything in excess is just essentially bad for us. So we have to make that stew red and full of oil. So that one, it's bad. And we eat it, and then we sit on the chair. We don't move. We walk. We use our cars to go to work. There's no stress. You take transport.
No exercise.
There's no exercise to burn that thing, and then it stays and becomes stagnant in your body. So that is the problem overall. It could lead to different things. You having BP. One of the leading causes to having BP is sedentary lifestyle and eating a lot of these things that the body cannot get rid of. So they deposit inside our body. Exactly. So the best thing to eat is vegetables, ma. But then, not this cooked vegetable that have turned black. No, 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 no. The best thing for the eye are carrots, fruit, and then green leafy vegetables that you can look and see that they are actually green, not
Natural.
dark. Exactly,
Not
natural.
preserved.
Or even if you cook them, make sure that they are still crunchy.
Okay.
Exactly, and you can see the color is not blackened. Yeah.
All right. Let me try and pick it in
Okay.
Yoruba.
Sorry, it's a hard work today.
Yes, it's hard work. Mr. Abdulsalam just left me suddenly. All right. Nǹkan tí à ń ṣàlàyé lórí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ Radio Clinic láti ìkànnì Wells Radio 89.3 FM tí a kalẹ̀ sí Olúyọ̀lé Aláàfin Avenue ní Ìbàdàn níbi bí yìí ni wípé a ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn health issues àìlera tí ó lè wà lára tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn náà wọ́n tún lè tí èèyàn bá tètè kojú sí kí a lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn dókítà ká lọ sí hospital níbi tí wọ́n ti bá wa ṣe àyẹ̀wò tí wọ́n á dẹ̀ treat ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n lè bẹ̀ sí ń gbòòrò sí kó di wípé wọ́n bẹ̀ sí ń affect ojú. Òun ni à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lónìí lórí Radio Clinic láti ọ̀dọ̀ wa bí Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Àlejò wa sọ wípé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ high cholesterol. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé wípé tí a bá ti ń jẹ àwọn nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé àwọn fact tí ò ń ṣe natural food kò ń ṣe bí ẹ̀fọ́ ẹ̀mọ̀ carrot kò ṣe lè tán ti preserve eléyìí tó jẹ́ pé tẹ bá rà ẹ́ rí fúnra yín ẹ̀mọ̀ vegetables tó jẹ́ pé bóyá àwa sí ọbẹ̀ epo wa ń flow lórí ẹ̀ the oil is much all this fatty food tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé kì í ṣèyàn tó jẹ́ pé ẹ jí láàárọ̀ jog àbí bóyá láti lè yín ẹlòmíì bàtà gbogbo ẹ̀gan aṣọ wà ní mọ́tò ibẹ̀ náà ti gbéra and you go to your place of work tẹ́ẹ̀ ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ there is no exercise àtúndébi iṣẹ́ àtúnjókòó you are not doing anything tó jẹ́ wípé ó máa jẹ́ kí a exercise ara wípé gbogbo àwọn facts ìmọ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa jókòó sára you won't exhaust them it will be in the body ó máa store sí ara wípé gbogbo àwọn kinní wọ̀nyí náà wọ́n máa kóra pọ̀ wọ́n máa affect ojú so kí á tètè mọ̀ wípé tí èèyàn bá ní high cholesterol ipò tún ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú high blood pressure ó tún ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú diabetes gan as well wípé kí á take note so tí ọ̀rọ̀ ojú bá ṣẹlẹ̀ kó má di pa sọ pé àwọn village people ní kankan ọ̀dẹ̀ ṣe o rárá o ó níbi tó ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ anything that has to do with your eyes or maybe there is a eye issue did not just start suddenly something is wrong somewhere so àwọn nǹkan tó lè máa fà á òun náà ni à ń yànnàná lórí ètò lónìí Radio Clinic on Wells Radio 89.3 FM ẹ fààyè gbà mí ẹ má bínú pé mi ń fẹ́ lọ sí short break kọ̀ọ̀kan mo fẹ́ kí a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn other health issues náà liver disease thyroid disease it's as if it's or is it different?
No, they are different.
They are different. Okay.
They're very different.
There's even autoimmune disease.
Yes.
Let's start from that.
Yes. So, do we come to sickle cell disease?
Yes.
Okay. So, sickle, I wanted us to discuss it, but then let's start with thyroid. Liver disease is also a common disease, but not as common as thyroid. So, thyroid disease usually present with bulging of the eye. Somebody's eye will look like somebody has scared him. The eye will bulge out. So you tell people this is not normal. You say, no, this is how our eyes are in the family. That means you have a problem with the family.
Really?
So thyroid disease usually is common, and autoimmune disease, they can go together. They are not really the same, but they can be in the same category. They are more in women because we tend to have more autoimmune and more thyroid problem. It presents with the eye bulging. It is red. It cannot close properly. You always look like somebody has scared you. Typical look that I don't know how to put it in Yoruba. Yes, but it means like you have opened your eye. So you'll be like, why are you opening your eye for me? But the person has a problem actually. They will have mood swings that we don't notice. Women will have mood swings. They will have hot flashes. Their body is always sweating. Even if the place is cold, the person is sweating, or the person is having cold when people are hot. So thyroid mess up it it touches the entire body and it manifests in the eye in different symptoms. So treating it early, the eye will go back to the normal position. But
Really?
yes.
Even if it is from birth?
Yes.
Wow.
Especially if you treat it early at that time. But then if it is allowed, then it exposes the eye and it makes the eye to come out of its normal position, and then eventually the eye will dry. So it can lead to blindness too and serious problems. But when it is treated, then it is something that is reversible.
That's serious. Okay, the autoimmune disease too, is it the same process too?
Yes, it's the same thing. It's just treating them early so that they will not cause serious complications.
Okay, let's speak liver disease and the sickle cell.
Okay, so starting with sickle cell is because they frequently have attacks. So these attacks, these warriors, it's actually a very hard journey for them and their parents too. So sickle cell does not spare the eye. It affects the eye the same way diabetic and hypertension affects the eye. So they have series of complications that can happen, starting from sickle cell retinopathy and going back, even glaucoma, they are usually a suspect for it. So if a child has sickle cell, they can have stroke, which can also affect the eye because of sickle cell. So we always advise for serial eye checkup. Like if a child has sickle cell, you don't just keep him at home. You have to make sure the ophthalmologist sees his eye, and if there's any early intervention, he can do it before it's too late and the child has lost his eye.
Yeah, this issue of sickle cell, I could remember this year. At least we had 2 sections of it, educating parents.
That's very good.
Why you should not, get your blood group, blood genotype wrong, and other check that you need to do before getting married.
That's the best step.
The next stage we did was, if you're in that situation, you have a baby who is a warrior, what should you do?
Exactly.
It's not a matter of there's this common name like Abiku, where the name children is a witch, something like that. It's common around this part of the world.
The stigma that comes,
things like that. But thank God for technology. Thank God for developments in health. The health area. They're really working hard to be able to even distinguish the kind of different type of
sickle cells that are there. Exactly.
And what you need to do
at each one. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So kí sáré mu ní èdè Yorùbá. Wọ́n sọ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ sickle cell yìí, àwọn warrior tó jẹ́ wípé ara wọn ò pé dáadáa. Mo mọ̀ pé sickle cell disease is a common language ní àárín wa tó jẹ́ wípé ó máa ń ba ojú náà jẹ́. So tẹ́ bá ṣe ń treat àwọn ọmọ yìí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kán lọ sọ́dọ̀ dókítà tó jẹ́ wípé ó máa bá wọn ṣe àyẹ̀wò ojú wọn náà. Gbogbo wọ̀nyẹn náà ni wọ́n sọ. Then ti thyroid disease yìí àti autoimmune diseases, wọ́n sọ wípé ó máa affect obìnrin púpọ̀ ju àwọn ọkùnrin lọ. Wípé the eyes will bulge. Àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé okay, let me ask this question in English so that I will know how to express it in Yoruba. Is it for people that has big eyeballs?
No, not really. Even if you have a normal eyeball, it will bulge in an abnormal way. You see just this look like that. I don't know how to put it.
Okay.
It will just come out from normal, like somebody is opening eye by force.
By force.
Yes, but it's not by force. It's a disease actually.
So àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé tí wọ́n bá ń wo èèyàn, ó máa dàbí pé wọ́n ran ojú mọ́yàn, like open the eyes. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣí gbogbo ojú yẹn. Tó dẹ̀ yẹ pé bójú wọn ṣe rí nìyẹn. Wọ́n ní wípé kò normal o. It's not normal. Ẹ lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ healthcare provider. Pé ẹlòmíì tí máa sọ wípé bójú wa ṣe rí ní ẹbí wa nìyẹn in our family, that is not proper. Ẹni tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀, don't even mind if it's like that in your family. Please save everybody. I won't just say save yourself. Make ẹ save ara yín nìkan. Please educate others. Ẹ ensure pé ẹ lọ sí hospital. Wọ́n tẹ̀ ní ó ní àwọn ọmọ mi tó yẹ pé wọ́n máa ń bí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ní pé bọ́sì tán bá tètè correct wọ́n lè ti ojú yẹn sí proper position tí ó yẹ kó wà, so that irú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á lè kúrò ní, wọ́n á lè just get rid of the eye issue. Ti thyroid náà, it's the same thing náà pẹ̀lú títí autoimmune diseases tí mo ṣàlàyé, that àwọn náà máa ní bulging face or vision problems. We move to the liver disease now. Okay. The impact of liver disease on
Yes.
eyes.
So before we move to liver, I want to touch on something that touches liver. It's intake of, I don't know if it's appropriate to say it now, intake of drinks. You know, we are in the season of
smoking.
alcohol
I
and
have
smoking.
that already.
Yes. So you know, they eventually cause liver disease, and liver disease by nature, the liver is the filter of toxins in the body. It filters all the toxins in our body with the kidney. So anything that touches the liver, then there is no proper filtration of the harmful things, and then they can eventually damage our eye. That is the first thing. And then taking of these toxins that we don't know, and then they will mix different concoctions. So just speaking about it, lately I had a patient that came, and young guy in his 40s, drove himself to work and then cannot see anymore. Just this week, I think on Monday, and I was like, we did all the tests and we could not pinpoint a reason why he was not seeing, and he was seeing fully fit just 1 week before. So eventually we asked, do you take any drinks? He denied at first, but later he was like, yeah, I took a drink on Sunday, and on Monday I was not seeing. So you can imagine, and before you know, the family are crying, everybody is crying, because a simple drink that you do not think will cause anything can cause toxicity and can poison the eye and can poison different parts of the body. So liver disease and the causes of...
Before you continue,
Yes,
let me quickly pick that in
yes,
Yoruba. Orí ètò ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ ni a wà lórí ìkànnì Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Orúkọ tèmi ni Kemisola Williams. Lónìí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn àìlera tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n lè fa jàǹbá fún ojú wa. A dẹ̀ ní expert wa, àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n kàwé, wọ́n mọ̀wé, as in wọ́n specialize lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ojú ni wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú wa, tó jẹ́ wípé ophthalmologist ni wọ́n. Dr. Maza Muhyiddin Abdullahi, tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ ní Marker Specialist Eye Hospital. Wọ́n tẹ̀ ti jẹ́ kó yé wa wípé wọ́n máa partner pẹ̀lú wa nígbà tá a bá ń ṣe second year anniversary of Wells Radio 89.3 FM ìyẹn ní next month January ìgbà mélòó la máa kàn sí ní January 2026, tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ lè wá kẹ́ wá ṣe àyẹ̀wò ojú lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ tó lè máa sọ àwọn oògùn àti treatment tí ẹ máa bẹ̀ sí ń lò. Gbogbo yẹn wọ́n máa bá wa ṣe tó bá di ní next year January tá bá ti ń celebrate second year anniversary of Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kan wípé kó tó di wípé wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa liver disease tó jẹ́ wípé ó lè ṣe jàǹbá fún ọ̀rọ̀ ojú. Wọ́n ní wípé nǹkan tá à ń jẹ tá à ń mu, bí ẹni tó jẹ́ wípé ó mọtí, ẹni tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ máa fà á sí smoking, anything tó bá ṣàjẹ́ wípé tó ń fa eruku tí à ń fà sí mú, fà sí gbogbo ara, wípé ó máa ń fa issues pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ojú wa. Wọ́n tiẹ̀ tún ṣe àlàyé kan wípé èèyàn kan wá sí hospital wọn tí àwọn fúnra wọn attend sí, tó jẹ́ wípé ojú ẹ̀ ti fọ́, ó lọ síbi iṣẹ́ fún ara ẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ Monday eléyìí, that's ìjẹta, tí ojú ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ sọ ó drive débẹ̀ fún ara ẹ̀ láti ibi iṣẹ́ náà ti rò wá sí hospital tí ò ríran. Nígbà tán máa ṣe ìwádìí wọ́n rí wípé àwọn short àpòmù kinní kan àfàtọ̀ oríṣiríṣi tí wọ́n máa ń pò tí ẹ̀ mọ socks ẹ̀ ló fà á. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní wípé tí ẹ̀ bá ti mọ socks tí NAFDAC kò sọ wípé eléyìí dáa, that you should not take it. Imagine kéèyàn lọ fi owó ara ẹ̀ kó fi ra jẹ̀dí oríṣiríṣi àwọn pẹlẹbẹ kinní kan mọ́ máa rò tí mò ń sọ oríṣiríṣi tí wọ́n pò pọ̀. Ẹlòmíà ní ó máa mú kí bọ́ọ̀dì le, á jẹ́ kó lè ṣe kinní kan dáadáa. Rárá o, òun ló fa ojú fífọ́ ń sìn. Now the family wọ́n náà ń sunkún báyìí, but ẹ̀pà òbóró mọ ẹ̀jọ̀ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Let's take cognizance of this, and I know someone will learn from this.
Yes.
Let's continue.
Yes, I'm happy. So quickly, liver disease, the hallmark sign is having a yellow eye. That yellow eye is not normal. Our grandmothers will just go and get leaves and give you. So the eye shows the symptoms of liver disease. That means the liver is not working properly if somebody is having a yellow eye. Whether that person is a sickler or a normal person, if a child is having or an adult is having yellow eyes all of a sudden, then he should be checked, please, because it indicates a problem. And also people with liver problems, they always have vitamins deficiency. So they end up with having eye problem, dryness. They need proper checkup. So just looking, saying this will clear, this is not, it should be checked properly too.
Thank you so much. And wọ́n sọ wípé àwọn tó bá ní liver disease wípé ó possible káwọn náà kan ní issue pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ojú, wípé ẹni tó bá ní ọmọ tẹ́ bá detect or ẹnikẹ́ni bóyá sickle cell warrior or bóyá wọn kì í ṣe sickle cell warriors, ni pé tán bá ní yellow eyes pé ó indicate pé ó possible kí nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú liver wọn. Irú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀jọ̀ jẹ́ kán tètè gbé lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ kán tètè gbé lọ sí hospital níbi tí wọ́n á ti ṣe àyẹ̀wò kó tó di wípé ọ̀rọ̀ liver Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa, kò easy to treat. Okay, as we wrap up the show, viruses, a lot of virus, bacteria, fungi, and I would like you to please mention all these likely issues.
Okay.
That we can associate with
eye problem.
Oh yes.
Let me start with the most common, which is measles. Please, parents, get your child immunized, because measles is one of the leading cause of blindness. 2, it's not at the back; it's one of the top causes, because once measles affect the eye, it stores in the body, and the effect can happen much later in life. So immunization is the key, especially that measles immunization. It's very important. It can cause complete and permanent blindness, which even the doctor, there's nothing he can do about it. So measles is not a joke. It's a viral infection, and it can make the eye to turn completely white. So if the eye is white, then somebody can never see again with the eye. So it's a very important thing. Don't skip your immunization for your children. If they are not immunized, make sure they get immunized for the measles. And then if the child eye is having any problem, one adult, that you see something white in the eye, don't ignore it, because that white can spread. So it can also be you had measles at early age of your life and then it came. So moving on to any viral infection.
Pardon me. Okay. Before you move on to other viral infection, talking of measles, we have the symptoms.
Yes.
Some people maybe children or anybody a victim of measles, they run hot temperature.
Yes.
The rashes. Some people may feel like it's it. So I want you to please help parents, people out there with the common symptoms of measles. I've had it several times that measles is a very good source of blindness.
Very good one. And you will be shocked if you come to the hospital at how much people have gone blind because of measles, and not even at the time that measles happened. So it starts with fever, very, very high fever. All symptoms like that come with fever, throwing up, then the eyes will be red, and then there will be rashes at the later stage of the body.
The rashes?
The rashes are small, tiny, and then they are all over the body. And then the correct diagnosis should be done by a doctor. And then measles is highly infectious. So if a child have it, then other children that are with him also can have it. So if they go and get the proper treatment and they get the proper dose of vitamin A, it can potentially halt it becoming an eye problem.
Okay.
Yes. But if they don't, and they don't get the proper immunization, so it will stay in the body, and then it can eventually cause blindness even after the child have gotten better and you have treated it. Exactly. So it's one of the notorious, and it's not really talked about, that it can cause blindness too.
How about Lyme?
Lyme disease too, but it's not as common as measles.
Okay.
Yes, but it also can cause all this Lyme, tuberculosis, and I don't know, do you say it HIV too?
Okay.
Also, there are also causes of problems, especially people with chronic cough, tuberculosis. They can have serious eye problems and blindness. People with HIV, a parent that born a child too with that can get the infection. So all this, in fact, as common as the normal catarrh that we are having, can make the eye red and have all these symptoms of dryness. So it's also viral infection.
That's serious.
Every episode opens new doors.
When common catarrh, cold can lead to redness, dryness,
itching, dryness.
and before you know, steps of
Exactly, if you don't take care of it. And then also the part I think that we have skipped is nutrition too. That they say gari can blind is not a lie, because it basically means it basically means the child is only eating carbohydrate and he's not eating vegetable, or even the adult is not eating anything, vitamin A, vitamin C, all these antioxidants that are supposed to clear the eye. Instead of taking them as yeast tablet, eat them as vegetables. That is the best way out. So eating a proper thing with everything, proteins with the proper, not the proteins that you overcook till they are not even potent. Eating the proper amount of protein, vegetables, as I said, and fruits is the best way, because carbohydrate diet can potentially cause a lot of problems.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré mu ní èdè Yorùbá, àkókò tí ń kó wa ní pàpàmọ́ra ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn àìsàn àìlera tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n lè lead sí kí èèyàn ní jàǹbá pẹ̀lú ojú, ọ̀rọ̀ effect with the eyes, ailment with the eyes, òun ni à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí radio clinic ìlera lórí afẹ́fẹ́ láti ìkànnì Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Àlejò wa lónìí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ measles yìí àti Lyme kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ ká fi ọwọ́ yẹpẹrẹ mú. Tẹ́ bá ti rí tọ́mọ ń gbóná, tí ó ní high fever, tí nǹkan sún sí lára, even kó tiẹ̀ tó dá báyẹn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ gbé ọmọ lọ sí hospital kí wọ́n ṣe àyẹ̀wò fún. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ wípé tí ọmọ bá ti mu gàrí, tá a ṣe ń sọ tó kán sọ pé kò ní ìtumọ̀ pé gàrí ó lè jẹ́ kí èèyàn ní àìsàn ojú, pípé kí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ jẹ ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n jẹ pẹ̀lú vegetables tó pọ̀, kò ṣe pé kí ẹ̀bà, you mount ẹ̀bà, in this part of the world the carbohydrate is what we mount in,
exactly,
and with just little
soup you'll be managing it. Exactly.
In short, our parents will even say, "Oti kobejeju, oti kobeje." Kò sọ̀rọ̀ kobeje like you are taking too much of soup.
Exactly.
It's not a matter. Just soup yẹn àti maybe fish or maybe the protein that you have there. Àbí ẹran, ó ló yẹ kó pọ̀ ju ẹ̀bà.
Even if it is just vegetables, it's still yes.
Okay. Wọ́n tẹ̀ni tó bá jẹ́ pé vegetable nìkan ni, bóyá ẹ̀fọ́ ni, ẹ jẹ́ kán kó jẹ, ilá ẹ jẹ́ kán kó jẹ, kí ọbẹ̀ yẹn kó rich, kí wọ́n jẹ dáadáa ju ẹ̀bà lọ, àbí kán wá máa mu gàrí léraléra. Oh my God, time is not on our side. All right, let's discuss age and genetics. Yes,
yes. So age, there are basically two things with age. The first thing is cataract, which happens after the age of 35, and it's a normal thing in all of us because it's like our hair turning white. But it needs attention. If you don't give it the proper attention, it's harmless in the beginning, but it can possibly cause problem. And then going to glaucoma and age-related changes too that can happen. So I started with the ones that are reversible, but there is the ones that are not reversible, unfortunately. Yes.
And genetics, it means that it can be hereditary.
Yes, and some people have it more than the other. Like the way somebody can be 30 and have white hair, so that means some people can have it before the other people. And then this the age-related macular degeneration also is genetic and happen to some people. So it's a lot of things to talk with age.
Seriously, yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Maza. Àkókò tí kò wá ní papamọ́ra, but masari sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀. Wọ́n ní pé tí a bá ti ń tó bí age of 35, cataract, glaucoma, macular degeneration, gbogbo wọ̀nyẹn pé wọ́n á bẹ̀ sí wọlé, ara ti ń dára àgbà nìyẹn, ní pé kí a bẹ̀ sí take note of it. Tẹ́ bá ti ń rí anything tó jọmọ́, ká lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn, ká lọ rí àwọn healthcare provider wa. Genetics náà ni pé family tó bá ní ó possible kan máa rí nírú kí irú nǹkan báyẹn kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì dẹ̀ lélẹ̀ á tètè react sọ̀rọ̀ ojú tó bá yẹ pé nǹkan tí wọ́n inherit ni. Ẹlòmíì ò dẹ̀ ní tètè react sí. It depends on individual body system. Àní tó pọ̀ àmọ́ ní àsìkò yìí we just have to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for being part of the show, and I believe you've learned one thing or the other, and you are not ignorant. And all thanks to Dr. Maza Muhyiddin Abdullahi. Thank you so much. My guest today is a Nigerian ophthalmologist at Marker Specialist Eye Hospital. She has a master's in Health Economics and Public Health. She's passionate about translating medical knowledge to clearer, relatable health advice with a focus on eye care, wellness, and preventive medicine for African communities. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Maza.
Thank you so much to the show.
All right, thank you so much. I'm Kemisola Williams. Let's make it a date next week. I think that's the only week we have now in 2025 to discuss about other related health issue. Thank you so much. I'm Kemisola Williams. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.